Hi, this is the ORTEGA soundhole microphone wireless system for classical guitar. Right off the bat, I state that I received it for free from the manufacturer for testing, but my review will only be honest and unbiased. Wireless systems are popular mainly for use on stage. There are several types of pickup systems for amplifying the sound of an acoustic or classical guitar. This one is based on picking up sound with a microphone placed in the sound hole of the guitar. This wireless system does not require any modification of the guitar, and this is its first plus point. Let's take a closer look. The package includes a sound hole cover with a diameter of 86 millimeters, into which the microphone pickup system itself is built. The microphone is mounted on a flexible gooseneck, so you can change the position of the microphone inside the body of the guitar as needed. This is the antenna of the transmitter. The transmitter is switched on by pressing the power button for a long time. When switched on, the indicator light turns green. There is a pairing button, but I didn't have to use it at all. It worked really well as a plug-and-play device, as the manufacturer states. There is a USB-C charging port in the middle, and it takes about 2 hours to charge, but it was pre-charged from the factory, so it only took me a few minutes to charge it fully. To the transmitter, we also need a receiver, of course. The receiver has a standard jack connector. We switch it on by pressing the power button for a longer time. You can see that it is now glowing yellow because it is not connected to the transmitter. When I turn on the transmitter, the receiver gets connected and the light turns green. Usually we turn on the transmitter first and then the receiver. Installation of this wireless pickup system is very easy, and no adjustments to the guitar are needed, not even putting down the strings. I only recommend you preset the gooseneck with a microphone before inserting it into the guitar. I hold the transmitter flush with the top plate of the guitar and adjust the gooseneck so that the microphone is about mid-depth of the guitar body, so neither too close to the top plate nor too deep to the bottom plate. The microphone positioning affects the final sound, so you have to try and find the best position. For me, the microphone position most comfortable was towards the thin BE strings. When inserting, the microphone goes first and then the sound hole cover. On the top of the sound hole cover, we have two more control knobs. One is the volume control knob. Counterclockwise we decrease and clockwise we increase the volume. The other is the tone control knob. This changes the character and color of the tone. I'll demonstrate this directly on the recordings so you can get an idea of how different it sounds. The signal is transmitted by electromagnetic waves in open space up to a distance of 30 meters, so it should work on any ordinary stage. Other frequencies can also be used in case of unwanted interference on stage with other equipment. The frequency channels can be switched using the pairing button. Now that we've installed this microphone system into a sound hole, let's see how we're going to use it. We have a microphone with a transmitter in the guitar. Now we need to connect the receiver to a device that will amplify the received signal from the guitar. This can be a guitar amp directly, PA system, a power mixer, or like in my case, an audio interface, since I'm going to be recording what it sounds like before it goes into the speaker system. The receiver I plugged into one of the inputs of my audio interface. I turn on the transmitter, then I turn on the receiver. Both light up green, so I'm ready to record. I put the volume control knob on high. The tone control knob setting is important. I'll record a short guitar riff for you to compare 3 different tone control knob positions. For the first recording, it will be in the fully counterclockwise position. The second recording of the same guitar riff will be in the center position, and finally, the third will be in the clockwise position at the peak. Let's test it out. So you have heard. Surely you've noticed the difference between the 3 different settings of the tone control knob. I definitely like the color of the tone control knob setting in the middle the best. In the first setting, I don't like the mid-range frequencies, and the sound reminds me a bit of the signal from a piezo pickup in character. In the middle position of the tone control knob, I feel more body of the guitar and find the sound more balanced. On the third recording, the fully clockwise position, I'm a bit bothered by the too pronounced treble frequencies. This is my subjective opinion. You can feel differently. I would point out that the character of the resulting sound is also greatly affected by the position of the gooseneck, that is, the position of the microphone. Every guitar is different. You need to try it out on your guitar and find what suits you best. But overall, I can say that the resulting sound is very decent. I've also tested this wireless system near the speakers on, and no unpleasant feedback between the microphone and the speakers occurred. That's good. One more thing to say. In the recordings you have heard, my use of percussive playing technique went out not exactly ideal, because the percussive finger beats on the guitar body were too loud compared to the volume of the picked strings notes. But this is normal, since inside the body of the guitar the percussive beats are echoed really loudly. For percussive style playing, I would recommend to blend the signal from this microphone system with a signal of piezo pickup system, if you have it built in the guitar. The result will be not only a better overall volume balance, but also a wider and clearer sound. But I really like this microphone wireless system from ORTEGA guitars. The connectivity is flawless and stable. The sound is very decent and can be tailored in all sorts of ways. I can't judge the battery life yet, but I've played for a few hours and still the indicator light is green. That's all. Thank you for watching. See you next time.